Hey, YouTube family. So, I'm bringing y'all Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10, Episode 3 Recap Chin Check. So, it starts with Angel and her husband and talking about a budget for their home. And then we get to Ashley. She's cycling in the pool. Full face of makeup. Now, full face now. Get this with me. Full face. And then she got earrings to match. Hopefully, she will give us some this season. Hopefully. And then we go over to Stacy and her beautiful daughter, Arabella, getting her lessons for her pageant. And she gets on the phone with her ex, bestie. Hell, I don't know. Somebody was on the phone. And to let him see her pageant walk. And her dad, I assume it was her dad now. Her dad is looking at the walk, that beautiful walk. And then Kiana and Wendy, they meet on the bay and the dock to talk. And Kiana wants to discuss the issues. And she feels that, I'm reading my notes from my computer today, y'all. And then she feels that she is not a good friend. She's one way on the phone and different to her in public. And then she then asks Wendy about some event for preference, I think that's how you say it, preference. And as if she is going to have an event there. And Wendy says that, yes, that she said that the First Lady of Maryland reached out to her. And I'm like, Then Kiana, now this finna take y'all out. Kiana says that she wants to discuss, Kiana says, oh, the First Lady of Maryland contacted her. And I'm like, girl, are you okay? Are you okay, though? Are you okay, Kiana? I like you, girl, but are you okay? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, she okay. I hope she okay. And then I'm like, but wait a damn minute now. You have all this angst and issues about Wendy and how she is behaving. Let you tell it. And then you also say that she an issue, she a problem. And my whole thing is, well, if she's an issue and if she's a problem, then why you want to collaborate with her? But just called her out for, how she acting. And I'm like, girl, are you okay? Are you nutso? Like, I'm thinking that you could be, okay? Because that was some nutso behavior. And she says that she acted when she didn't speak, to her at Ashley's events. And then when she said that you get your money from a dope boy. So she just saying that she was there for her because she defended her at Ashley's event because that's when Ashley said, oh, well, how do Kiana get her money? She probably gets her money from a dope boy. And now I'll probably remember that when she said that with her big plum head ass. And I'm like, girl, stop. And then Giselle comes up. And they both keep going back and forth, talking how they don't like her. And do you like her? I don't like her neither. You like her? I don't like her neither. And then Wendy says in a confessional that Kiana is childish. And she is definitely neither one of them actually don't like Giselle. They have come to that conclusion. And then I'm like, it's clear. So it's like, got nowhere at all. And it's like a hamster wheel. You know how hamsters be on the wheel? Just don't be going nowhere. They just going in the wheel, just going in a circle. Yeah. And then Wendy cackled in her face. And then I don't think that Kiana is lying, but she has a hard time explaining. And Wendy will do the most, breaking the fourth wall, looking in the camera. I need Kiana to just step up. Step up so we don't call her boring. Because I actually like her. I wouldn't call her boring. So Angel is at her home. And she reveals that she has lost her mother 2 years ago. And her babies, her dad, and her husband's mom as well is there. And her husband is there too. And then she tells the story that she brought her husband to her mom's house. And always her mom said that he has to take his shoes off. And then he tells her that her mama is not there with an attitude. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. You're going to have to show respect to her mother, whether her mother is there or whether she is not. In the living or in the present. In the living or in the past. And then, you know, it was a window or something that was open. And then there was some papers on the thing. And then why them papers started flying off the damn thing. And I'm like, okay, now mama is not there in living form, but she was there in spirit, and she flew them damn papers off that damn thing. And I'm like, come on now. You gotta show respect. Come on now. Show respect, husband / sir. And then talk about the chin check. Ready for it to be over. Like, I'm ready for that conversation, the chin check, to be over. And then we get to Stacy and Jassy. And they are talking. And Jassy, I love her. And she just recently got married. And they talking and catching up. And y'all remember y'all remember when Mia abandoned them last season in Miami. And Stacy wanted to know how her wedding planning is going. And then she mentioned Preakness. And Stacy says, hold on. So Stacy mentioned that, you know, that she was going to Preakness too. And girl, I'm like, girl, everybody is going to that event. And they are actually going back and rehashing old events from last season. If y'all remember last season. And then Stacy says that every time that she's around everyone, they are asking about her divorce. Are you really divorced? Are you really divorced? And it just so happens that TMZ broke that her divorce is final. So it is settled that she is really divorced. Okay? So it ain't no whatever Giselle was saying and this and this and that. I'm sorry, Stacy. I showed was seconding what Giselle said and all this stuff. Not that it really mattered, because Giselle, we are going to prove that she's a big liar herself. Okay? And Stacey says that, you know, so it's settled or whatever. So take that, Jizzy. And then, so she has never brought a real man since Sherman. And she has a man. And she is dating a retired football player, 50 years old. And the face is blurred out. And he is a retired football player. And we gonna get over to Tia at her home with her daughters. And she says that her daughters are a lot. And then the girls are going back and forth and going back and forth. And then when her husband walks in, she always seems to undermine his authority in the house. And I'm like, girl, you want help or not? Saying he is making a big deal out of it. I'm like, them his kids too, girl, cut it out. And then they go outside to talk, and she is upset that when she came home one day, she had to cook, and she did not like that at all. And then he says he gets up every morning at 6 a.m. And he had also of those, a lot of stuff going on himself too. So y'all gonna have to meet each other halfway, or y'all gonna have to have a talk or what have you. But you can't be doing him like that. If you want to keep your husband, don't seem like y'all got bad communication issues like that. And then what you what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to pack it up, and you're gonna have to get it together and get them kids, you know, like they gonna have to give them kids. She says that she needs to give them some responsibilities like she probably should have always did. And then I'm like, girl, y'all to come to a common ground. Y'all got to get that done, taken care of first, until y'all can come to a common ground as far as the kids' responsibilities, because it's always like she don't want to do this, but the husband want to do this. And it's like I said, undermining his intelligence big time, okay? And then my whole thing is, girl, you know, you can get HelloFresh for them kids and all that, and then you can get some just quick food that you can put in the microwave. You can get Popeyes. Like, you can get a Popeye, tell them to put that bad boy in the microwave for 4.5 minutes. Or you can get some more microwavable dinners. I mean, when it's days like this, when you're tired and you don't have the time, and then your husband is tired and he don't have the time to do all this and this and that, I'm like, girl, you're going to have to meet him halfway, because you got a good husband, okay? Don't play like that. So we get to Giselle, Tia, and Angel at the store, and they bring up Angel's Tranquility Gathering. Then also Giselle had the nerve to bring up fashions. And I'm like, Giselle, last time I checked, baby, you don't have a fashion at all. And you don't have the right or the gumption or nothing to say anything about anybody's fashion, baby. And then that's when Tia was pretty much saying that she'll help her with her fashions and all that. And I'm like, girl, you got the nerve to bring up some fashion, and we know that you've been tacky ever since season 1. Hello. And then putting stuff together that ain't matching. And you don't have to have matching these damn days. But the whole point is, you can't say shit about nobody goddamn fashion, Giselle. You can't say shit about nothing. Okay, girl? You cannot. And I'm like, oh, no ma'am, Jizzy. You know you can't do that. And then that was like some bullshit, and Wendy shows up late to the party. And Angel says that you didn't have fun at the event. And no, they did not, Angel. Nobody had fun. So Giselle says that she wants the ladies to go on a trip to the islands. And it is given, damn, Jizzy, what are we looking at now? You don't have no fashion sense. We're looking at some knit cloth and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, so they looking at knit, they looking at cloth and shit like that. Knit cloth, knit tops. But Jizzy, you can have all the nerve to talk about fashions, and oh hell no, not you. And then Wendy and Angel, they go off to the side, and they talking about how the talk with Kiana went. And Wendy instantly said that she didn't get anything from that talk. And then she did ask, did you? And then Wendy and she did ask, did she get anything from the talk and all that? And Wendy and Kiana are off to the side, of course, talking about Kiana and how it went and stuff like that. And then she asked Kiana, did she do her own makeup? And that's what I'm saying. Come on now, Wendy. You know, that's that shit that she was talking about. All that shit that you be talking and asking her, did she do her own makeup and all that shit? That's condescending, and then that's conceited, and that's mean, and then that's uppity and stupid and stewardess and all the shit all above. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. That is very shady. And you did not have to ask that goddamn girl that, when we know that she eats down with her fashions. So the nerve of you to even have a damn thing to say. You tacky too. And Giselle asks, is her and Kiana okay? And then that's when, why did she bring that up? The chin check, oh my God. Then Giselle get in the confessional saying that now it's Now it's so, now she does not have to make stuff up anymore. And I'm like, see, just say I knew your ass was lying. Because every damn thing that you used to be saying, it just used to be made up and contrived and just bullshit that you and Robin used to, bald-headed ass Robin used to make up. And then that's why the shit wasn't making sense. And then you, back when Robin was there, and we know Giselle used to make stuff up. Point proven. I proved the point. Because I know me and a lot of other people in the world or what have you, they know. And I used to be so tired of her. And then lies is used to, and lies it used to always be. And then Angel says that she knows what happened with her. And she can't say chin check because Kiana is not understanding nothing. And she over inflates everything. And I'm like, girl, she definitely do. And that's what I was getting. That Kiana, she does over inflate every single thing. And then Angel about can't be trusted neither. And Giselle says that the next gathering first thing set up for Preakness, and Kiana is set up, and Greg is being fake supportive, and he know he don't give a damn. And then we finally get to Greg is there, and he trying to be supportive, and we know that so this is what Kiana said. She said, now, listen to me. But hey, Greg is supportive. It may not be what Kiana wants, but it is what is best for me. Now, she talking in the third person, and she talking about herself. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up now. Shit. And then Stacy shows up asking Greg, does he live here? Do you live here? He said, no, I don't live here. She live here. I just be over here all the time. And I'm like, just what she wanted. And I'm like, Stacy, you being messy. And then we get to Miss Giselle. Because, just pass and mess down. Pass and mess down. Pass and mess down. Giselle outfit has offended Kiana. And I just didn't do nothing but holler laughing. Because, Kiana, she wanted to help her with her fashions. And Tia did, too. They wanted to help her with the fashions. But she didn't want her coming to that event looking the way that she looked. Then Giselle did invite the ladies to Nevis. And then Wendy came in the outfit thanking everyone for their support and outpouring support and love. Remember that outfit where she was thinking about, thank you so much for all of your support and all your love and all of this. And then Jizzy gets in the confessional. Now, Giselle getting the confessional because I call her Jizzy, Giselle, whatever I feel like calling her. That's Jizzy. Jizzy gets in the confessional asking what is going on with Amy. So Jizzy didn't get in that confessional, and then she going on and with wait, Angel, wait. And then she looking at Angel's boobs. And then she said she has huge boobs. And I'm like, Giselle, her boobs are huge because she just had a baby. And she probably just, probably filled with milk. Duh. And I'm like, don't piss me off, Giselle. Ain't nobody acting slow but you. And then the other ladies arrived at Kiana, and then she says that the Black Susan is a ladies' dance. And then Giselle said, wait, how do we end up here when it is Wendy's event? And I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. Shut up, Giselle. And then Kiana says, first, better, worse. Stacy says, what is that? I'm confused. I was too, Stacy. I was too. I'm sorry. I was too. I be trying to go there. I be trying to understand Kiana. And I'm like, girl. And then Wendy. Ooh-wee. And then here Wendy go. Wendy is saying that what is going on? She says reads are rehearsed, and then Wendy says you bring up my professional. You bring up my profession, because she was saying and you college, or you be bringing up my profession and all this stuff because you insecure. You bringing up the fact that I got 4 degrees, and I'm like, but wait, Wendy, she does not she don't get to bring her down, though. I'm talking about Wendy. Wendy don't get to bring nobody down just because she got 4 degrees. And because she is just as accomplished, and she is just as well off as she is. And she's a beautiful woman, and she has her own business as well. So stand the hell down, Wendy. So then why Giselle say, I'm not a liar? And then Angel says, I'm not calling you a liar. And then Kiana says, I apologize to you. And they both say, I apologize. They squash it. Easy as that. Easy as that. Okay? And then, ooh, baby. But then these last few lines, these last few sentences that I got in these notes, Wendy then says, wait, your demeanor is off. You have changed everything up. And I'm like, Wendy, shut the hell up. What she done changed up? The fact that she ain't studying your dumb ass, and that they calling your ass out, and they reading you for filth. I know that things will, and then my whole thing is, I know that things will change, and apologies will smooth everything out. So that's not unheard of, Wendy. So get the fuck out of here. And it actually says that she is just trying to understand. I'm like, Ashley, girl, shut the hell up and hush. Because you always be coming in at the end, and you don't be there for the situation and the issues, and you always be, but wait, but what happened? Okay, so what I thought, we don't give a damn about what you think, Ashley, because you was not there. Because most of the time you don't be there, and then you just be putting in your 2 cents. It's not needed, okay? And I'm like, hush, damn. And you are giving, like I said, you giving your 2 cents. Shut the hell up. And that wig, though, girl, hush. That's that olive oil wig. And you don't even need that wig, Ashley. We just playing a role, girl, I guess. Whatever. And Kiana says that you are right to feel how you feel. And she talking to Angel. And she said, you are right to feel how you feel. But whatever it is, or whatever this chat was y'all had, let it be the last one. I'm like, what the hell? She said, let it be the last one. Then she asked Angel, do you like this woman? And then Angel was snapping. I'm like, girl, do you like her or not? And then I was talking about Wendy. Then Wendy says, oh, you don't like me? What? You mean you don't like me? I'm like, girl, shut your stupid ass up. Shut up. And then I don't like that you are, and then she said, and you don't like me? And then she said, no, what it is, and this is Angel. Or Kiana, whatever. They said, I think it's Kiana. She said, I don't like that you are painting me to be fake. And then she said, emotional intelligence. And I think I thought about it, and that's why I came up with that. And I believe that was Angel that said that, okay? She said she had to think about it. And here, they both said that. Angel said it too. And Kiana said it too, because you know they're the same people. They think alike. Like minds think alike. They minds think alike. And that Wendy said, the way you flipped on me, wow. Wow. I'm like, yeah, girl, wow. 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 It's like a song. Wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. Then Angel and Kiana, please don't say shit to Giselle. Please don't. I'm saying they don't need to say shit to Giselle. Because she ain't gonna do nothing but flip your whole damn conversation around and make you be thinking that you said something you know you didn't say it. And then they are arguing. And also, that's what it is given, right? And then they leave and get on the Sprinter together and they drinking. And then Giselle says that she gonna toast. She gonna toast to Angel. And Angel says, I don't want to toast. I'm just mad. Then they all going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Stacy says to Kiana, you have had events and did not invite me. And then she says, that's because you weren't on the guest list. You weren't on the list. I said, ooh, mean girl, mean girl, mean girl. And Kiana going back and forth to Stacy, and then Giselle back there just really cackling and just laughing. And I'm like, see, Giselle, that's a character flaw though. It's a character flaw, the fact that you take pleasure and joy out of them just, having an issue. But people getting called out of her name. And Stacy says that I don't want to get chin checked. And then Ashley says she is ready to chin check Stacy at this time. And I'm like, I'm like, laugh out loud. I'm feeling like Kiana at this point. Hope y'all followed me. I hope y'all follow me in this review. I hope y'all follow me in this review because it was just all over the place. The last 15 seconds or so, a couple of 5-10 minutes or so in the actual episode, and I just condensed it down for y'all so that it would kind of make just a tad bit of sense. Just a little tad bit of sense. That's all, just a tad bit of sense. Okay, so that was Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 3, Recap, Chin Check. And I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to put all these pieces of this video together for you in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Bye, YouTube family. See y'all later. See y'all possibly tomorrow for content. Because I don't think that it's content on Monday, but I'll definitely check and see. So, bye, YouTube family. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.